If you're over 60, here's a question that might surprise you. Could a simple slice of bread be quietly shaping your energy, your joints, even your memory? Most of us grew up with bread on the breakfast table. Toast, sandwiches, something warm and familiar. But as we enter our 60s and beyond, the body changes in ways we don't always notice. Our sensitivity to sugar rises, inflammation becomes easier to trigger, and digestion slows a little. That's why the same bread you enjoyed at 40 can feel completely different at 65. In today's episode, we're diving into a topic many seniors ask about, but rarely get a clear answer. Do I need to give up bread? And the good news, absolutely not. You don't need to quit bread, you just need to choose the right kind. Because one small change in what you put on your plate can change how you feel the entire day. I still remember a listener named Carol, 67, who told me she was exhausted every morning after breakfast. It wasn't until she switched the bread she'd been eating for 30 years that her energy finally balanced out. Stories like hers remind us of something important. After 60, food isn't just fuel, it's information. It tells your body how to heal, how to age, how to move through the day with clarity instead of heaviness. And that's exactly what we're exploring together. The science, the simple choices, and the small adjustments that bring big results. So if you've ever wondered which breads help your body stay active, calm inflammation, and keep your digestion steady, or which ones quietly work against you, stay with me. This conversation might reshape the way you look at something as ordinary as a slice of toast. And a little later, I'll share one powerful insight that most people don't know, a detail that could change how you shop for bread forever. Now, as promised, we will move into the first part of today's video, the hidden cost of white bread after 60. White sandwich bread, the kind we've all toasted, buttered, and packed in lunches for decades, is comfort food in its simplest shape. But after 60, the body reads this familiar slice very differently. Imagine giving your body a book with half the pages torn out. That's what happens when we eat bread made from refined, bleached flour. The fiber is gone, the nutrients are stripped away, and what's left rushes into the bloodstream like a spark hitting dry grass. Quick, intense, and difficult to control. This sudden rise in blood sugar may not feel dramatic in the moment, but over time it whispers into the joints, clouds the mind, and strains the delicate vessels that keep the brain nourished. I once worked with a patient named Mr. Nakawa, 72, a kind man who thought his constant fatigue and forgetfulness were simply old age. But when he stopped eating white bread, something he had eaten nearly every morning, his family noticed the change before he did. His energy steadied, his mind felt clearer, and the heaviness in his body began to lift. Sometimes healing doesn't require grand gestures. It begins with removing what quietly weighs us down. And this isn't just personal experience. The science echoes the same message. A 2017 study following more than 2,000 adults for 5 years found that diets high in refined grains were linked with faster memory decline, higher levels of inflammation, and increased risk of prediabetes. It's as if the body in its wisdom becomes more sensitive after 60, urging us to choose foods that support longevity rather than drain it. So when we talk about avoiding white bread after 60, it isn't about fear or restriction. It's an invitation, a reminder that every bite is a message you send to your body. Choosing differently is not a punishment. It's a return to balance. In the next part, we'll go deeper into other types of bread that quietly disrupt the harmony of the body, and more importantly, the options that can bring that harmony back. Just when we start to feel we understand the quiet dangers lurking in our breakfast, it's easy to be fooled again. The body is subtle, and so are some of our choices. If white bread whispered warning signs, the next type often hides in plain sight, dressed in health's disguise. So in the next part of today's video, we turn our attention to the hidden illusion of multigrain bread for seniors. Multigrain bread, those rustic-looking loaves with seeds sprinkled on top, claiming to be heart-healthy and full of whole grains, can be deceptively misleading. The seeds glint on the surface like jewels, but beneath the core is often still refined white flour, sweetened or colored to look wholesome. Imagine walking into a forest where the trees are real but the leaves are painted plastic. Visually stunning, yet devoid of true life. That's the paradox many older adults face when choosing multigrain bread. What makes it particularly tricky is the sudden surge in blood sugar, very similar to white bread, thanks to caramel coloring, molasses, and hidden sweeteners. The body reacts in subtle but impactful ways. Joints may ache, energy fluctuates, and digestive discomfort creeps in. All signals that something is off balance. Seniors often report bloating or heaviness after breakfast, unaware that the culprit could be the bread that looks healthy. Yet all is not lost. The body responds to wisdom and subtle adjustments. Swapping these disguised loaves for sprouted multigrain bread can transform mornings. Sprouting unlocks nutrients, softens grains, and slows digestion. Seniors who made this shift notice steadier energy, more controlled blood sugar, and a lighter, clearer feeling throughout the day. It's like replacing a false map with a true guide. Suddenly, the path is easier, smoother, and more in tune with the body's natural rhythm. Stories like that of Mrs. Elaine, 68, are a reminder of this shift. She had suffered from mid-morning crashes and unpredictable energy swings. Once she switched to a sprouted loaf, her mornings became calm and balanced. She no longer feared breakfast, she embraced it. This simple choice exemplifies a deeper principle. After 60, appearance is not always truth, and every bite carries information, telling your body whether to thrive or struggle. So as we move through this illusion of multigrain bread, remember that awareness is power. Choosing the right loaf isn't just about calories or taste. It's about listening to the body, honoring its needs, and taking small, conscious steps toward vibrant health. In the next part, we'll explore another common bread that quietly impacts seniors and reveal the choices that truly nurture longevity. As we've seen, even breads that look healthy can quietly mislead, and just when we think we've made a safer choice with multigrain, another illusion waits in the shadows. The body after 60 speaks in whispers, and sometimes what seems like a smart choice can actually work against us. So in the next part of today's video, we will explore the hidden risks of gluten-free bread for seniors, and how even health-conscious options can quietly disrupt energy, digestion, and balance. Gluten-free bread has become a symbol of clean eating, often marketed as the better alternative for those who want to avoid wheat. But many commercially prepared gluten-free loaves are crafted from cornstarch, tapioca starch, rice flour, or potato starch, all refined carbohydrates that digest rapidly, sending blood sugar soaring faster than even white bread. Imagine a calm river suddenly turning into a torrent. That's how your body reacts to these quick-digesting carbs. For seniors, this spike can create fatigue, foggy thinking, and even inflame the joints and blood vessels over time. It gets more complicated. Many of these breads contain gums and emulsifiers, additives that stabilize texture but can irritate sensitive digestive systems, especially in older adults. The result? Bloating, discomfort, sluggishness, the body quietly signaling that something is out of balance. It's ironic. What is sold as a solution for health can, in some cases, exacerbate the very issues we're trying to avoid. The science backs this up. A 2021 study showed that seniors who regularly consume processed gluten-free products had higher markers of inflammation and greater insulin resistance compared to peers eating whole grains. It's a subtle, long-term effect that's easy to overlook when choosing bread by label or trend rather than substance. The body remembers every bite, even when the mind thinks it's safe. The good news is that awareness allows for better choices. Opting for whole grain, naturally fermented or sprouted alternatives transforms the experience of breakfast. Seniors who make this swap report steadier energy, reduced digestive issues, and more clarity in the morning. A reminder that food after 60 is not only fuel, but guidance. Every slice becomes a message, teaching the body how to maintain balance and vitality. So as we examine gluten-free options, remember, not everything marketed as healthy truly supports your body. Awareness and informed selection can prevent subtle harm and allow mornings to feel light and strong. And in the next section, we'll uncover the final type of bread that quietly affects seniors and the choices that truly nurture health. A small but powerful step toward lasting vitality. Just when we think we've uncovered the hidden pitfalls of gluten-free bread, another familiar favorite quietly waits to test our choices. Sweetbreads. Those soft, comforting slices that bring nostalgia to breakfast can, for seniors, carry a hidden cost. So in the next part of today's video, we will explore the surprising impact of sweetbreads on seniors' health and why moderation, or even replacement, can make a profound difference in energy and well-being. Sweetbreads, think banana bread, raisin toast, cinnamon swirl, may seem like harmless treats, even nourishing, but they are usually made with refined flour, added sugars, seed oils, and preservatives. This combination creates a perfect storm for blood sugar spikes followed by energy crashes. It's like building a fire with dry leaves. It flares quickly, but dies just as fast, leaving you cold and depleted. For seniors, these spikes can trigger inflammation, disrupt sleep, and even affect brain clarity over time. Research confirms these risks. A 2020 Harvard study showed that older adults who started their day with refined carbohydrates had a 32% higher risk of developing metabolic syndrome within 5 years. Imagine a morning ritual that subtly shapes your health trajectory. Every slice of sweet bread carrying an invisible weight, slowly tilting the balance toward inflammation and energy instability. Yet the story isn't entirely grim. Awareness and small shifts make a difference. Choosing natural, lower sugar alternatives or incorporating breads that digest slowly can stabilize mornings and help seniors reclaim calm, steady energy. Think of it as replacing a shaky bridge with a solid path. One supports your step, the other threatens a stumble. Seniors who make this adjustment report feeling lighter, more focused, and even sleep better. A reminder that the first meal of the day sets the tone for everything that follows. So as we navigate the comforting yet potentially dangerous world of sweetbreads, remember that every bite sends a signal to the body. Choosing wisely after 60 isn't just about avoiding sugar. It's about honoring your vitality, reducing inflammation, and supporting balance. And in the next section, we'll finally turn to the breads that truly work with the body, the ones that offer nourishment, steadiness, and long-term support for senior health. That's where breakfast becomes not just a meal, but a mindful act of care. Just when we thought we had covered the most common breakfast traps, there is yet another familiar temptation quietly undermining energy and balance for seniors: sugar-glazed or honey-glazed bread. In the next section of today's discussion, we will explore the hidden costs of sweet glazed breads for seniors, why these seemingly harmless treats may actually steal energy and disturb well-being. These breads, glossy and golden, are visually appealing, often signaling indulgence or a small reward. But beneath that shiny surface lies a high concentration of sugar that your body absorbs almost immediately. For someone over 60, this rapid influx can trigger a spike in blood sugar, followed by a sudden crash, leaving the body tired, irritable, and struggling to maintain balance. Think of it like a bright flash of lightning, striking, beautiful for a moment, but leaving a fleeting shadow of exhaustion. Beyond sugar, these breads are low in fiber and virtually devoid of meaningful nutrition. The soft, airy texture may feel comforting, but it delivers what we can call empty energy, calories without sustenance. Seniors consuming these breads regularly may notice midday fatigue, mental cloudiness, and even subtle inflammation creeping in over time. In essence, a food that seems delightful in the moment can quietly sabotage vitality over months and years. The lesson here is simple yet profound. Not every treat is a harmless pleasure, especially after 60. Mindful awareness is key, choosing breads that nourish slowly, digest gently, and support steady energy transforms not only breakfast, but the entire day. Every bite becomes a conversation with the body, an opportunity to honor strength, clarity, and balance. So as we conclude this part, remember that sugar-glazed and honey-glazed breads, while tempting, can stealthily undermine energy and well-being. And in the next section, we'll turn toward the breads that truly work with the body, the ones that provide nourishment, stability, and gentle support for seniors' health, helping mornings feel light, calm, and truly energizing. After exploring the breads that quietly challenge your energy and balance, It's time to shine light on the ones that truly support your body after 60. In the next part of our discussion, we will explore sprouted grain bread, the gentle power of nature for seniors, a bread that honors digestion, energy, and long-term health. Sprouted grain breads, like Ezekiel bread, start their journey with whole grains that have been soaked and allowed to sprout. This simple, natural process transforms the grains, unlocking nutrients and making them far easier for an aging body to digest. Fiber is abundant, which helps regulate blood sugar and feeds the friendly bacteria in your gut. It's like planting a small garden inside your digestive system, nurturing balance and harmony with each bite. Seniors who choose sprouted grain bread often notice something remarkable. Energy levels stabilize throughout the morning, reducing those sudden crashes and fatigue that can make daily life feel heavier. Digestion becomes gentler, and joints and brain function benefit from reduced inflammation. One patient shared how switching to sprouted grain bread for breakfast helped them feel more alert, focused, and even more patient during daily activities. A subtle but profound shift in quality of life. Because these breads contain no preservatives, they are usually stored in the freezer. While that may seem inconvenient, it's a small step that rewards long-term vitality. Think of it as choosing a natural path over a shortcut. It may take a little extra care, but the benefits ripple through your entire day. So, as we embrace the wisdom of sprouted grains, remember that every slice can be a mindful act, honoring your body, supporting steady energy, and nurturing health from the inside out. And in the next section, we'll explore the second type of bread that deserves a place on your plate after 60, guiding you toward a morning that's both comforting and nourishing. We'll go to the next content of today's video, sourdough bread, fermentation and the gift of gentle energy. Having discovered the gentle power of sprouted grain bread, we now turn to a classic that has been cherished for centuries, traditional sourdough. In the next part of today's video, we will explore sourdough bread, nature's fermentation for senior health, a bread that works with the body rather than against it. Traditional sourdough is made using natural fermentation with a live starter, not commercial yeast. This process is more than a culinary trick. It transforms the flour and water into something profoundly nourishing. Fermentation breaks down some of the gluten, reduces phytic acid, and produces beneficial compounds that help digestion and blood sugar control. Imagine it as a quiet workshop inside your dough, slowly turning basic ingredients into something gentle, complex, and alive for your body. The benefits are tangible, especially for those over 60. Seniors who consume traditional sourdough often notice steadier post-meal blood sugar, less inflammation, and improved mineral absorption, particularly magnesium and zinc, critical for brain function and joint health. One story from a listener: after switching from regular sandwich bread to a daily slice of sourdough, she reported mornings that felt calm, alert, and energized without the crash she once experienced. It's a simple shift, but its ripple effect on mood, energy, and overall health is profound. A 2022 study reinforced these observations. Older adults who consumed traditionally fermented sourdough had better post-meal glucose control and lower inflammatory markers compared to those eating non-fermented breads. This isn't just about reducing risk, it's about enhancing daily life, making each bite a choice that supports vitality, clarity, and resilience. Because sourdough is naturally alive, the texture and taste are richer and more satisfying. Real fermentation can deepen flavor and bring a sense of mindfulness to eating. Every bite becomes a practice in awareness, savoring the texture, noticing the aroma, and appreciating how it nourishes your body. So as we savor the wisdom of sourdough, remember that fermentation isn't just a process for bread, it's a process for health. And in the next part, we'll go even further, exploring another bread that brings gentle support and steady energy to seniors' mornings. We'll go to the next content of today's video, dense whole grain rye, the fiber-rich choice for balanced energy. True whole grain rye is rich in arabinoxalan, a special fiber that slows digestion and provides steady blood sugar levels. It feeds the good bacteria in your gut, supporting a balanced microbiome, which is essential as we age. Think of it as a gentle rain nourishing the soil. Your body absorbs nutrients more efficiently, and internal systems thrive quietly but surely. The impact goes beyond digestion. Regular consumption of whole grain rye has been linked to improved insulin sensitivity, reduced inflammation, and even better mood and immune function. A 2021 Scandinavian study observed older adults who regularly ate rye had lower inflammatory markers and healthier insulin response compared to those consuming wheat-based breads. It's a subtle, long-term way to strengthen resilience from within. However, caution is necessary. Not all rye is created equal. The soft, sweet rye commonly found in stores is often made with white flour and added sugars, mimicking the appearance of health while delivering the same pitfalls as white bread. Seniors need to choose dense, dark, seeded rye with whole rye flour listed as the first ingredient. This simple step ensures each bite works with your body, not against it. One listener shared their experience. Switching from regular rye rolls to true whole grain rye made a noticeable difference in how they felt during the day. Energy was steadier, mid-morning crashes diminished, and they even felt a little sharper and calmer in the mind. These aren't dramatic, instant transformations. They are the slow, sustainable improvements that define healthy aging. So as we embrace the slow digesting, fiber-rich benefits of rye, remember that choosing the right bread can be an act of mindfulness, nourishing not just your body, but your daily experience. And in the final part of today's video, we'll explore one last bread that offers gentle, steady energy and digestive harmony for seniors. We'll go to the next content of today's video, rice bread, the gentle, gluten-free choice for balanced energy. Rice bread, made from whole brown or black rice, offers simplicity and digestibility. Unlike many commercial gluten-free breads loaded with starches, gums, and additives, true rice bread is made from a single whole grain, keeping it naturally nourishing and easy on the gut. Think of it as a calm stream flowing through your body, supporting digestion and steady energy without overwhelming your system. One of the most remarkable benefits of rice bread is its resistant starch. This special type of carbohydrate slows digestion, stabilizes blood sugar, and feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut. For seniors, this translates into more balanced energy, less inflammation, and a calmer digestive system. It's a quiet but powerful ally in everyday health, like a soft, steady heartbeat you might not notice until you feel its absence. Imagine starting your day with a slice of rice bread paired with miso soup, steamed vegetables, or a bit of fish. It doesn't excite your system with spikes or crashes. Instead, it offers gentle, consistent fuel. Many seniors who make the swap report feeling lighter, calmer, and more focused throughout the morning. It's a subtle shift that creates a profound ripple effect on mood, metabolism, and overall well-being. Rice bread also brings peace of mind. Being naturally gluten-free, it avoids the pitfalls of processed gluten-free products while still delivering fiber, nutrients, and gentle support for digestion. The texture is soft but sustaining, making it ideal for a light breakfast or snack that complements the body's rhythm rather than working against it. So as we embrace rice bread, remember that sometimes the simplest choices can be the most powerful. Choosing the right bread is not about restriction. It's about alignment with your body's needs, fostering calm, steady energy, and supporting gut and brain health simultaneously. And in the next part of today's video, we will bring together all the lessons from these breads to help you make mindful choices for your daily meals and longevity. After exploring the gentle and nourishing properties of rice bread, let's turn to another senior-friendly option: oatmeal bread. In the next part of today's video, we will dive into oatmeal bread, the heart-friendly, easy-to-digest choice for seniors. Oatmeal bread is a naturally digestible bread, soft and moist, making it ideal for older adults who may find dense, whole-grain loaves challenging to chew. Unlike some breads that spike blood sugar or sit heavily in the stomach, oatmeal bread provides steady energy throughout the morning. Imagine it as a soft cushion for your body, absorbing stress and supporting smooth digestion with every bite. One of the standout benefits is its high soluble fiber content, particularly beta-glucan. This fiber helps stabilize blood sugar, supporting metabolic balance, and promotes heart health by reducing LDL cholesterol. For seniors, this translates into a simple yet effective way to care for two critical systems: heart and blood sugar regulation. Unlike refined or processed breads, oatmeal bread quietly works with the body rather than overwhelming it. Many listeners have shared how switching to oatmeal bread in their breakfast routine brought noticeable improvements. Energy levels stayed more stable, mid-morning crashes became rare, and they experienced less bloating and discomfort. This soft, accessible bread allows seniors to enjoy a satisfying meal while still taking care of their long-term health. Oatmeal bread also encourages mindfulness in eating. Its soft texture, gentle flavor, and health-supporting properties remind us that healthy choices can be comforting and enjoyable. It's not about restriction, it's about alignment. Choosing foods that nourish both body and mind. And in the next part of today's video, we'll tie together all the insights from these 5 breads, helping you make mindful, conscious choices for lasting health and vitality. As we wrap up today's journey through the world of breads after 60, pause for a moment and reflect. Every bite you take is a choice, a message to your body. After 60, food is not just fuel, it's communication. Each slice of bread you enjoy can either support your strength, clarity, and vitality, or silently chip away at your health, leaving behind fatigue, inflammation, and restless mornings. After 60, every bite is either helping your future or borrowing from it. Think back to the examples we explored today. Mr. Nakawa's energy and focus restored simply by choosing the right bread, or seniors noticing calmer digestion and steadier blood sugar from sprouted grains, sourdough, rye, rice, or oatmeal bread. These are not just anecdotes, they are invitations to experience small changes with profound effects. Choosing the right bread is a form of self-respect, a daily act of care that echoes in your body, mood, and mind. It's an investment in your own longevity. And remember, this is not about giving up enjoyment. Breads can still be comforting, warm, and delicious, but only if we make mindful choices that honor the rhythm of our bodies. Imagine starting every morning with bread that loves you back, supporting digestion, stabilizing blood sugar, and gently nurturing your joints and brain. The difference is subtle at first, but it grows into lasting energy, focus, and well-being. So today, I invite you, choose consciously, eat mindfully, and notice the shift. Like, comment, and subscribe to continue this journey with us. Share your own experiences or insights from trying these breads. And if today's video inspired you, consider a small donation to support more content that empowers seniors to thrive. In the next videos, we'll explore more ways to nourish your body after 60, strategies that honor both pleasure and longevity. Remember, your choices matter, not just for today, but for every healthy tomorrow you are building.